it's Ajah. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I make videos about trying new things. If you are looking to pivot in your life or you just want to try out something new, make a big change, anything like that, I want to encourage you to do that. So if you're hesitating, if you're worried, if you have that fear of failure, this channel is for you. I encourage people to go ahead and try stuff by trying stuff. So if you're into that, please give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing, and let's get into the video. The subject I want to talk about is learning the guitar. I'm responding to a video by Krystal Thomas. She made a really great video called 5 Things I Regret Not Knowing When Learning the Piano, something like that. I will link it in the description box below. But basically that video gave 5 really good important tips and things to know before you get started learning the piano. Well, I'm learning the guitar, and while I am an absolute beginner, I am still by no means a professional. I can't really fully play any songs yet, but I do feel like I'm qualified to let you know what you can look out for if you're getting ready to start this guitar journey as well. So here are 5 things that I wish I knew before I started learning the guitar. Number 1 is that you can mentally prepare to practice by physically preparing to practice. So oftentimes when we're learning a new skill or we're getting started with something, it's easy to quit because you need to practice in your own time without anyone telling you to do it, and you just don't feel like it. But there are some things you can do to get yourself in the mood to do it, to just get started. So I'll tell you some of the things that I do, the things I do to physically prepare to play the guitar that gets my mind on board with the process. One thing I do is I clip my fingernails. If you don't already know, in order to play the guitar, you need really short fingernails, like as short as you can pretty much cut them without hurting yourself. Cut your nails real short. Sometimes I would show up to my guitar lessons. When I was taking guitar lessons, sometimes I would show up to my guitar lessons and not have my fingernails cut already. Who does that? And my guitar teacher has actually seen me over Zoom, like biting my nails down because I showed up unprepared. My mental space was also unprepared on those days. But if you just trim your nails, pretend that's all you're gonna do. You just taking a little self-care, you're just doing a little nail trim, right? But that can get your mind on track to playing the piano. That can get your mind on track to get ready to play the guitar. Some other things you can do to physically prepare that will help you mentally prepare. You can tune your guitar. Most likely from sitting there unused a day or two, your guitar is gonna go a little bit out of tune, and just the 5 minutes it takes for you to tune your guitar, most likely you'll go ahead and finish that process. And number 3 is to warm up your fingers. So in preparation to play, you should always warm up anyway, because if you dive straight into playing a song and your fingers aren't warmed up and ready, you're gonna make more mistakes than you normally would, and it's not gonna feel really good and really successful. So what you do, you play nothingness that doesn't matter, and that helps your fingers warm up and get adjusted and get ready to play the guitar. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, sharp, D, E, F sharp, F sharp, G, A. So scales, chromatic scales, the arpeggios, or just random chords, just to make sure that you remember them. And in that process, you warm up your fingers, you get them all ready, and then you will be ready to play the guitar. Number 2, speed trumps accuracy. Now, I don't mean that I think that you should play everything as fast as you possibly can. What I mean is that you need to try to keep a tempo, play according to a beat, okay? Have a metronome if you can. If you don't have a metronome, you can do it with your phone. You can get a metronome app, or keep the beat with your foot tapping on the ground. Whatever you have to do, try and keep the beat when you're playing a song. And the thing is, when I say speed trumps accuracy, I mean, if you take all the time in the world that you can hit that note or you can play that chord perfectly, don't worry about playing the chord perfectly during the song. You want to just play it on the beat. You want to do the speed, and I promise you, accuracy will catch up, okay? You know that chord already. And even though it's not coming out as fast as you want it to, just keep going. Just play. Play, and even though it's not the right chord or the notes are a little bit off, you made a mistake, that's okay. In the grand scheme of things, your mistakes playing are going to be a lot less obvious if they are on beat. If they're off beat, they're going to be obvious. And this is really hard even for me. Like, I still have a lot of trouble getting past playing a chord, or not quite playing a chord, and just hitting the note on the beat instead. It's really hard to do that and get past that perfectionism, but at the end of the day, I promise you, you aim for the right speed, and eventually, after practicing enough, your fingers catch up to your brain and you will be hitting the chords as well, like accurately. The sound will come through eventually. My guitar teacher was telling me this. I didn't believe him, but it's starting to show that it's true. So just trust the process. Number 3, practice one song over and over, but not only one song. So what I mean by that is, once you get a part, a chorus, a song, whatever, once you get something down and you are successful at that thing, you need to move on to other things, right? So you keep improving. But you need to keep that going as well. Because along your journey, you're gonna have times when you feel frustrated and you wanna give up. And what you need in order to feel good again is to be successful at something. So you have to keep this thing that you already practiced and you already got it down. Keep that so that you can be successful at something later. When I am trying to learn a new song, I go back to the part of Colors of the Wind that I pretty much have practiced a good amount now, and I feel like fairly successful at it. Now, mind you, what's fairly successful to me still isn't perfect, and that's because I'm a beginner, but I still highly encourage you to try and obtain new skills, attempt new things, go out on a limb there and try other things that you haven't done yet. And then when those things are to the point where they're frustrating you and you want to throw your guitar, that's when you go back to a thing that you know you can do and you can be successful at, to build you back up again. Okay? That is my suggestion, number 3. Number 4 is that intelligence does not equal skill. What? Yeah, believe it or not, you can be the smartest cookie in the jar. In fact, I believe you are. You are smart. But practice is always going to trump intelligence or comprehension. So, for example, when I was taking lessons, my teacher would always, compliment me on how fast I picked up different concepts. Circle of fifths, the arpeggio, like how these different things work. I get it. It makes sense in my brain and it clicks pretty quickly. But it doesn't translate directly from my brain into my fingertips. It just doesn't work that way. Just because I understand it doesn't mean I can apply it. And the only way to get good at applying it is by practicing. So, as much as we like to think that we're so smart and we're so gifted, we don't need to practice, that's not how it works, okay? You gotta practice. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. You have to practice. And finally, I'm at number 5. And my number 5 is actually the same as Krystal Thomas's number 5. We both agree on this, okay? And that is, don't compare yourself to others, okay? Comparison is the thief of joy. You've heard it before, it's true. Okay, the grass is always greener on the other side. What that means is, yeah, some people might seem like they've been learning just as long as you. Why are they better? Or you've been trying harder, you've actually put in more hours. Why are you at the same level? Well, unfortunately, everyone's immediate aptitude is not the same. But just because some people might have natural ability, innate motor functions that just work a little bit faster, better, stronger, or maybe they know another instrument prior to this, and so you're starting from no knowledge of any instrument and they're starting from prior knowledge of other instruments. Whatever the case may be, somebody might be going faster than you, and that does not negate from your speed and your ability to reach the destination, okay? The destination is the same. We're both aiming for the same goalpost, and it doesn't matter how fast someone else goes or how fast you go, you'll get there. Conversely, just because you might be feeling like you're going faster, you're ahead of the game, you might feel like you don't have to practice as much because you have some natural innate skill, like you are naturally gifted, you don't have to practice. You might feel that way, but that's how you become the hare in a tortoise and the hare storyline, okay? You have to practice too. So even if you're naturally gifted, you have to practice. And even if you feel like someone else is doing better than you, don't look at the sidelines, okay? If this is a race, put your blinders on, because it doesn't matter what they're doing. You're going to get to the finish line too. So those are my tips. Those are the things that I wish I knew before I started learning the guitar. And I want you guys to know, because I feel like this applies to learning any instrument or any new skill in a lot of ways. It's especially that last one, okay? So I hope that this is helpful to you. Go ahead and listen to me play Colors of the Wind again, because that's the song I played in the previous video. I want you guys to listen and compare if you can tell that I've improved, because I can tell, so I want to know if you can tell that I've improved. And if you think so, go ahead and drop me a comment. Let me know. Encourage me, okay? Lift me up like I'm trying to lift you guys up. And if you think, Ajah, you didn't do a good job, you're not improved at all, keep it to yourself, okay? We don't need any negativity over here. That's not what we do here. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know what? But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a, where am I? I got lost just now. Has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? I'm lost. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? And then there's verse 2, but I'm gonna skip it and skip that and skip to the part that I really don't know well. How high will the sycamore grow if you, why did I get lost again? If you cut it down, then you'll never know, and you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. For whether we are white or copper skinned, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountains. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. What the heck is that? What is D minor 7? What? I don't remember what it sounds like. I don't remember. This isn't right. This is just regular D minor. What is D minor 7? I give up. That's not it. Oh God. I'm gonna just play regular D minor because I cannot remember. You can own the earth and still you'll own his earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. So you will see that I am not perfect, but much improved. Much improved from last time. Yes? Yes? We must concede the fact. We must concede the fact that I am much improved from last time. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I like to think it's because of how I provide the information. So go ahead and subscribe because I am in all of my videos, so you can see more of me. You feel me? Okay, so bye. I'm dancing, I'm dancing and nothing, because I want you to click another video. I want you to click another video. I am dancing, dancing, dancing and nothing, because I want you to click another video.